Hi everyone, welcome to Cosmic Turtles. My name is Tina. Today we'll do a little bit of a collective read for everybody. Let's see how the energies are just a few days before that eclipse. There's a few things that are coming to light, and it came from our moon side, right? So after the eclipse we should be maybe feeling a little bit more figure of speech, I guess. Expression of speech. Alright, thank you very much everybody, my new subscribers and donations and support and watching my channel. I really appreciate it. So I'm using the Wild Unknown right now, and we'll see what we got for the collective. First card out. Son of Pentacles. Son of Pentacles. It equals to the Knight of Pentacles. It speaks about a slow moving energy, but it's the only energy that makes it to its goal. It's the only energy that slowly but surely it'll make it. We see a deer here, gentleness. Deer is associated with that, and it's a young deer. So gentleness, caution, focus are the key words here to be able to attain the goals that you're going for. Okay, that's the first card. Let's see what else we got for the collective. I like the imagery on this. It helps with a lot of the well, I can see an image and then I can just describe and go on and be inspired and words come out. So life is like that. It's reflective, right? It'll show us all kinds of things in a way that we perceive it. For me, I got a lot of colorful things. It's reflective of my inner self. Ooh, here's one card, but it just fell. Just one moment. Ooh, Four of Pentacles. All right. Slow and steady, and Four of Pentacles is the next one. See how it looks like? It looks like a whole bunch of different wheels. Okay, these look like wheels, and the rest looks like different colored elastics. That's what I was thinking when I saw this card before. I was just looking at them, and it's like, oh, so if these wheels keep turning, all these elastics will stay in place. But if one wheel is out of balance or it's not there, then it'll just, everything will just, the elastics will fly everywhere and you'll have no balance. And it speaks about things you hold of value. There's like, you know how a table has four legs? To stay steady, those four legs have to be balanced. So this is kind of talking about you. You have to feed all four parts of you in a good way, or keep the balance of you, the balance, your spiritual connection, whatever that means to you. If you're atheist, believe in yourself. That's it. That's your higher self, right? So physically, the right amount of sleep, the good nutrition, the right amount of exercise, and so on and so forth to keep your body physically strong. The next one would be emotionally. Emotionally, allow emotions to come out if you need to in a healthy way. Don't bottle them up. You'll be living in denial, and then you'll eventually blow up. So emotions is keeping them, allow them to come through, but in a productive way. A lot of times creativity helps with releasing pent-up emotions, so it doesn't become something, a physical ailment later. And the fourth one, it'd be the mental realm. Keep a state of mind that keeps you stable. If you got a state of mind that's undecisive, going back and forth, you'll send yourself into confusion. Or if you're in an environment where you'll be into a mental fog. Keep your state of mind steady in a way that keeps you functional. Okay, So these are little things, just ideas, guidance. And on the 3D level, it means also be aware of your spending. That's just a little advice in the collective. Sometimes if emotionally we don't feel fulfilled, we're going to fill that void with buying things. So we're using all different parts of ourselves to fulfill the other parts instead of looking at each part as it is and focusing on one at a time, slow and steady, having patience with ourselves. This is just an idea. But it is an energy that's in the collective because people are becoming more self-aware and they're realizing, oh geez, I really got to start taking care of me better. And they're realizing that. People are realizing that. So if I don't keep myself stable and I inspire people in my life, then I'm going to inspire in all the wrong ways, and all that's going to be left is chaos. So what kind of change do you want to be in the world? What is it you want to... It's not about putting a facade either. It's discovering who you are authentically as well. It's who are you authentically, and then don't be afraid to present that or just shine. First, yes, there's things to deal with or face up to. Do that on your own time. You're allowed. It's not an easy journey. And I just dropped all my cards. Not all of them, just a little bit. Just give me a moment. What do we have? Oh, energies of the collective. Look at that. I'll show you. So, I hear a song, I'm not gonna take it. I hear a song. I saw the 2 swords, it's in here. So there's a few of them that came out. First one, 5 of Cups. Feeling really low. This is one of the energies that's happening in the collective. Loss. For some of us, like I remember, I spilt my juice and I was so upset with myself, and the saying, usually with the 5 of Cups, there's 3 cups that are tipped over and 2 that are like behind them, standing right up. And one of the words I had read when I was reading all the card definitions, it said, don't cry over spilt milk. And I kind of like, oh yeah, I cry over spilled juice. So I was in a 5 of Cup moment instead of, being more self-aware and realizing not to get too distracted that I don't know what I'm doing around me. And then I ended up talking, and then I spilt the cup of juice, and then I was pissed off at myself. And so it's just like, it teaches you. Whatever happens, it teaches you. And at first, yes, don't deny your feelings. You got these emotions coming through and stuff like that. Find out the root cause of them when you have the time. And it's like this horse is sad or looking down or eating. One of these. But he looks more sad, looking down. But all these cups above him, these 5 cups, are all standing right up, but they're more like in a cloud, like he's thinking about what he lost. So a lot of people are reminiscing about the things that they held close to their heart that had to do with emotions, and they're thinking about the losses they've had. It's a time of transmutation right now. These losses were going to come up. These ideas and feelings and old memories were going to come up to the surface anyway to be looked at so you can release them. Not to be forgotten, but to extract the wisdom from it, and you keep the good out of it. And the rest, the experience itself, you let it go. So that's the first card that came out, or out of the ones that I dropped. The other one was Eight of Cups, which is walking away from things that did not fulfill you. And I think this person had a temper tantrum because usually it's a person walking away and all these cups are stacked and there's eight of them, but they're still right side up. In this case, this person totally broke everything. They had a temper tantrum. They weren't feeling fulfilled. They destroyed everything they built up to this point, and they said, I'm off to a new adventure. I'm breaking everything I did, and I'm going forward, and I'm never mind the rest. I just not even bringing it with me, so since I can't have it, nobody else can. There's some that are thinking like that, and it's a dark mountain, and he's somewhere in there. So there's people lost in the void of themselves. You can come back from that. I mean, this looks like it's nighttime. And after nighttime comes daytime. And after, a time that nothing is going on, the light comes back inside of you. And you start having clarity. You start having an understanding. Sometimes you got to go deep within the mountain of you to go find out why this didn't work out. Not why me, but more like why? Just we didn't know ourselves deep enough. And we thought we were only using one part of ourselves. And sometimes we had intuitive promptings, but we didn't listen. And now we're learning more to listen. But next time around, once you healed from this and you let that go, what you're going to learn in these experiences is now what I'm going to do for my future self is once my head and my heart actually agrees on one point, I'm going forward. That's when you're supposed to go forward. Not if it's just the heart or just the head. You'll go so far, yes, and you'll learn more, yes. But some people are really fed up of going through cycles over and over, and they realize it. It's like, I went through this before, it's just now it's different, but it's the same. I'm having the same blockage at the same spot. Why? So people are starting to really reflect within to see what the root cause is, to find out what the root cause is. Next on here, not all is bad. You got the Son of Cups. There's, and especially after all these, come here. After all these cups from the Eight of Cups was broken, it's like you have the universe that says, look, we got your back. You're not totally broken. You're still there, and we're bringing in a brand new cup that has all this life in it. See, it's all light coming out of it. It's the only part that has color. And it comes in with a swan, and it comes in with gracefulness. So gracefully, by the power of grace, the divine will bring someone. And maybe it's from within you too. Something. Someone. Friendship, family, and just when you needed it the most, even if it's just a message from a longtime friend and someone you appreciated has just lost touch, something will come in to kind of restore a bit of your hope, kind of restore and help you get back on the path of not spiraling down to the abyss, but getting back up for yourself. And not quitting. So they'll restore your hope within yourself and give you back a little bit of strength with that. Okay? And then, Four of Swords, about healing. I have this little lamb who's just resting. And his third eye is illuminated. So you're starting to see the light in things. Because Four of Swords usually means the healing card. And you're thinking about all those... it's like, what's that expression? There's a sword hanging by a thread above your head, and it could just break at any time. This lamb is not worried about those swords above him. Not at all. Because he knows the divine has his back. He's starting to see clearly now. So this is part of the journey too, to learn that no matter what fears we could have hanging above our heads, that we're not taking on, but we're aware of, and we're not letting it bother us. Okay? Moving forward is going forward, no matter what fears we still have, and that's called courage. And then you eventually overcome your fear because you end up on the other side of fear, which is love. So there's healing in the mix here for the collective, big time. Woo-hoo. And a lot of truth and illuminate, a lot of truth. Mother of Swords, that's equal to the Queen of Swords. In this imagery here, the sword is rooted in the ground, and this owl is standing on it like, I'm standing in my truth. And the owl has the ability to see in the dark, which means it can see through the darkness. It can see through illusion. It can also see through the perceived darkness and see that there's nothing to fear really. Okay, because the darkness is one of our fears as humans, collective. And the Mother of Swords here is representing that, you know what, inside of us we have the ability to not be afraid as well. And all it needs to get there is stand in your own truth. Find out what your inner truth is, and you'll see that. Okay? That's part of the healing. And then we have the Two of Swords. We're not gonna take it. That's the one that reminded me of that. There's an eclipse up in the sky here. Number 2 is usually about choices. And the swords have to do with the mental realm. So what is the choice you're making within your mental realm? What kind of boundaries are you setting on yourself? Are you gonna allow yourself to open that door of depression and then have everything flooding towards you and feel, and you did it to yourself, like you opened that door? Or are you gonna shut that door and not allow those things to come through anymore? You're gonna choose your state of mind and what's gonna keep you stable to move forward. What is it that you need to tell to yourself so that you can get up and go and move forward? What is it that you need to tell to yourself that you are worthy, that you deserve love? What is it that you are going to tell yourself? It's going to give you the kick in your butt when you need to. What is it you're going to tell yourself that's going to keep your vitality up? That's going to inspire and motivate you to move forward for yourself, and at the same time inspire others that are watching, especially those that love you. Even if you think you got nobody, there's still people that observe. There's people watchers, and they're trying to understand this life, and if they see someone's interesting, they're going to observe. Not stocky, weird way, although there are some like that. Usually those are the jealous and envious ones. But besides those people that are going through their own journey, see, remember, no matter what swords is around you, you're still okay. That's part of your state of mind, is your beliefs. What is it that you're going to tell yourself in a good way? In an honest and truthful way. Because you have the Mother of Swords. You're standing in your truth. And this is the Ace. This is the Mother of Swords. And this is the Two of Swords. So, what is it that you're no longer going to accept? From you or others. From you and others. Okay? So the eclipse is coming up. A lot of people are going to realize the things that they need to realize, and it may take a while before it's integrated totally, but the process has begun. since the last partial solar eclipse, which brought the light onto these things, and now it's lunar eclipse, which is like, when you think about the sun and the moon, what does it mean? The sun is everything in the daylight, everything advancing, everything cheerful, putting a big light on things. What's the moon? It's putting the light in the darkness. And the sun is the light to create growth. So first there was a partial eclipse, which kind of made a lot of people decide, like, I want to grow in this. Like sometimes it was, I want to grow my knowledge base. I want to expand that way. So they go and look for a course they'd like to take. And then by the time you get to the lunar eclipse, you're like, oh, but can I really do it? Do I really feel like it? I failed like last time I tried something. I don't know if I can do. Now it's self-doubt, right? So now you're putting the light on the self-doubt to realize you have it so that you can say no more. I'm going to encourage myself. And you can also team up with friends, find sponsorship. If it's people that's going through similar things as you. So, collective, this has been your reading. This is Tina from Cosmic Turtles, and we'll see you next time.